Okay, now let's discuss about colliders. Um, First of all, since we discussed about tile maps, let's discuss how to add colliders to a tile map. It's very simple. You just select your tile map and add the tile map collider 2D. And now each individual tile here will have a square collider on it. So colliders are used for physics and detections, usually to detect stuff. Uh, so this is for colliders. Now let me just re-enable the player here, this guy. Let me reduce its size a little bit. That. Um, so we want to have a collider on this player so that he doesn't fall through the platforms, okay? Because if I just give it physics, for example, I give it a rigid body, and now we play the scene, it will fall to the platform because it has no collider. So let's play that and see that in action. So now he should fall to the platforms, even though he has physics, the rigid body that gives physics. So to stop that from happening, we have to give it a collider that has physics enabled. So let's, and colliders come in different shapes. So let me just type collider in here. You see we have a box collider, capsule collider, circle collider, composite collider, edge collider, mesh collider. We have a bunch of options for the shape of the collider. So let's just give it a box collider 2D like that. You can see with the green, that's the size of the collider. And if you go to the collider component here, you can click edit and change the size on one with these squares here on the edge. So you can change the size by clicking, or you can change the size in the size parameter here. So you can give it a value like that, for example, on each axis. And the only thing you need to know about colliders is there are colliders with physics like this and colliders without physics. In this case, we want the player not to fall to the platform, so this has physics enabled. But if you click is trigger here, that means no physics, so it will fall to the platform, but it still will. We can by code detect collisions, even though they are not physics based. So that's for colliders. Let me show you a couple of others. Maybe let me make an empty object here. Not put this texture here. Just to show you a couple of. So the polygon collider here will automatically, whatever sprite you have, it will try to create a collider that covers that object. So let me remove the box collider and use a polygon collider. You see, it tries to create the shape of this image, but unsuccessfully in this case. And you have others like circle collider 2D. This one doesn't have a size; it just have a radius. Okay. And then you have capsule collider 2D, and with this one you can decide in which direction it is the capsule. So vertical means you see it means it will be a capsule on that axis, but if it's horizontal then it is on the other axis like that. So that's it for colliders. In script we get these like any other component. Let's say we want this capsule collider, which just say capsule collider 2D, and we use the get function to get it. from the object. So like that. Now let's say we want to disable this collider completely. Okay, for to that, to disable, we just say that collider enabled is false, and to enable the collider, we say the same, but we say it's true. But then we sometimes we want to we want to just make it that it's not physics based anymore. So we want to change this collider from physics based to without physics. So we just say is trigger is true. So now this collider will not have physics. And then if you say false, that would mean enable physics. So enable physics on collider. Okay, so that's it for colliders.